don't have immunity, you just have a ceremonial president.
On the heels of President Joe Biden securing another endorsement from a trade union, which we looked at and discussed earlier, Donald Trump held a bizarre and bonkers 6 a.m. sort of rally in Manhattan this morning before going into court. It's all bizarre. It's all extraordinarily strange. And Donald Trump complaining once again that he is not being allowed to go to the Supreme Court today for hearings about presidential immunity, the result of which we hope to know very soon. Here is Donald Trump saying, we need immunity. If you don't have immunity, you don't really have presidents, which is a really weird thing to say. I apologize for the audio. It was loud. There were horns and cars, and it was all crazy. But let's see if we can pick out what Trump says here.
Well, we have a big case today. This judge isn't allowing me to go. We have a big case today in the Supreme Court on presidential immunity. A president has to have immunity. If you don't have immunity, you just have a ceremonial president. You won't have a.
Did you know about the payments?
So we have a big.
All right, so now USA chants apropos of nothing, starting to drown out the audio. You know, this idea that if you don't have full and total presidential immunity, the presidency is merely ceremonial. You can't really do what you need to do as president unless you have full immunity. It doesn't seem to have been an issue for any president other than Trump and Nixon. And of course, with Nixon, we know about the criminality that he was engaged in. With Trump at this point, it's alleged criminality. And to be fair, with Nixon, you could also say it was alleged in the sense that he did resign ultimately before it was adjudicated. But all of these other presidents, somehow, they've figured out a way, and I apologize for such a crass term, to discharge their presidential duty without coming up against the limits of presidential immunity. Somehow they were able to do it. Donald Trump also making the completely outrageous claim. This is when it's sort of like you show that you're part of the cult by not questioning even the most obviously untrue statements. Here's Trump saying he has a good shot at winning New York in November.
And they all want us to run, and we're gonna run very hard in New York. New York, we have a good chance of winning New York, in my opinion. We're going to give it a shot.
Trump says we have a good chance of winning New York. The reality is Trump has no chance of winning New York State. Why is brazen and obvious lying of this sort accepted? And I am sure that you can find some Trump supporters who would say that's just aspirational. He doesn't really have a shot at winning New York. But you would just as easily be able to find Trump supporters at the rallies, certainly, maybe at this event as well, who would say, no, Trump's right. Trump's right. And if it's not for fraud, then Trump could definitely have a shot at New York. Even though New York is so democratic that it's unfair to even hold a trial in New York City. It's also a place that Trump has a good shot at winning. Wild and ridiculous stuff. And just wait till you see the brown nosing. One of our sponsors today is Lumen. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. It's a device that measures your metabolism through your breath. And on the app, it lets you know if you're burning carbs or fat, gives you tailored guidance designed to help improve your nutrition, workouts, sleep, even stress management. Since your metabolism is at the center of everything your body does, optimizing metabolic health can improve everything from sleep, immune system, energy, blood glucose, your weight, the list goes on. Lumen gives you real-time feedback so you can make adjustments to your lifestyle based on the context of your breath measurement, whether it's first thing in the morning, before or after meals and workouts. It's super easy to use. I've been trying it myself. Really impressed with how easy it is. It just doesn't disrupt your day at all. And the app is super intuitive. With more than 54 million metabolic measurements, Lumen is the world leader in metabolic data with a huge community of users that you can connect with. Go to lumen.me and use code PACMAN to get $100 off your Lumen. The link is down below.